Hello, my name is Captain Kelly Muniz, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in Wilshire Division in the city of Los Angeles on July 14th, 2022 at around 6:45 p.m. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Wilshire patrol officers were driving in the area of Melrose Avenue and Fairfax Avenue. While monitoring the area, a community member signaled the officers to stop and informed them that there was a robbery in progress inside a nearby clothing business. Here is the corresponding radio broadcast for this incident.
7 George 1, correction 7Z4, can I get a back of Fairfax and Melrose on 211 suspects armed with a gun?
A portion of this incident was captured by surveillance video from inside the business. The officers got out of their vehicle and approached the clothing business to investigate. As the officers reached the front entrance, 2 suspects exited the location armed with handguns. The officers gave both suspects verbal commands to stop and drop their weapons. However, the suspects refused to comply with the commands, and one of the suspects began to raise his handgun, resulting in an officer-involved shooting. The suspects ran away from the officers, entered a black sport utility vehicle that was parked nearby, and drove away from the location. While fleeing from officers, one of the suspects dropped his handgun on the street. The officers entered their police vehicle and attempted to chase after the suspects. However, after a search of the area, they were unable to locate them. It is not known if the suspects were struck by gunfire or if they sustained any injuries during the incident. This incident was also captured on the officer's body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officers saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn video cameras have a buffer of video without audio from the previous 2 minutes prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here is body-worn video from the officers involved in this incident.
Jackson Melrose on 2 suspects, possibly with
Get down!
all units, officer, Melrose, officer, Melrose, shots fired in an area. You may come in on motion frequency.
Get in the car, boss!
The suspect's loaded semi-automatic handgun was located and booked as evidence. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will continue interviewing any new witnesses that may come forward and complete any forensic tests. After the investigation is complete, our Critical Incident Review Division will forward their findings to the Chief of Police, who will make his recommendation to the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners. The board will evaluate the evidence to determine whether the officer's tactics, drawing and exhibiting a weapon, and use of deadly force in this instance met the high standards expected of all Los Angeles police officers. If you would like more information on how the LAPD investigates all serious uses of force, visit lapdonline.org, where you can also find the LAPD's use of force policy and procedures. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident community briefing.
95, Fort 5th, correction, a female mental, 1508 South Wooster, and the upstairs duplex. Code 2 incident 5401 RD 859.